Hello, so welcome back to Let's Use the C Word, another update from me. This one's not quite as positive as I've been trying to keep the kind of general updates from me. I've had a bit of a tough 24 hours, so I'll give you a little bit of a snapshot. I think it's probably a compounding of some of the side effects. So I've been really quite tired. Last night I managed to actually get to bed for 9 o'clock and I was completely zapped. But actually, having said that, I did sleep and I slept well. So I think it's another one of those things where just one of the things you learn is you've just got to listen to what your body's telling you. And I'm learning. I'm not brilliant, but I am learning. Amy's helping me learn, which is good. But yeah, I was just exhausted and I actually felt quite uncomfortable. And in terms of uncomfortable, I mean, food-wise, it wasn't really sitting particularly well, almost regardless. And unfortunately, I was really looking forward to dinner last night. And I know I mentioned before I'd had the potential challenge with taste around salt. Well, last night we had a spaghetti bolognese, which I adore. And came to eat it, and it wasn't even that it didn't taste of anything, because there wasn't much flavour there, but actually this time there was borderline an unpleasant flavour, and that was most peculiar. And I think one of the things that I've found is that's enormously frustrating. As I've mentioned before, we love food, I love food, and I know that I love what I'm putting into my mouth, but there's this really odd taste that's not even strong. It's not unpleasant as in strong. It's just a mixture between kind of nothing and something unpleasant. So really, really frustrating. And obviously Amy had gone to a huge effort to make it, and I was sat there and I was thinking, I also know I need to eat it because it's really important for my general well-being, to make sure I keep up my strength and, you know, all that kind of good stuff. But it's just a really odd sensation when you're eating something that isn't quite right. And I'll try and explain it. It's really quite difficult to explain because I can't, those that have had COVID before and not tasted anything during that process, there's some similarities, because I've had that before, but it's quite weird. I feel like there's sort of like a coating on my tongue, and it's almost like it's ever so slightly numbing the sensation. Now, whether that's numbing from a taste perspective or a texture perspective, I can't quite hit the nail on the head, but it's just not quite right. So very, very frustrating. But I did have an early night last night and I did actually sleep very well. I feel a bit brighter today. I'm still not quite right in the whole tummy area. And the taste thing is, again, I still think it's not quite right. Everything that I've read is this is cyclical, and hopefully, touch wood, short-lived. So we'll kind of see where we go with it, watch what different foods I can and can't taste, or taste slightly peculiarly, if that's a word. So I'll keep you informed, keep you up to date. It is one of probably the most frustrating 24 hours so far, and mainly because, as I've said before, I've been spoiled because I've had almost my taste buds supercharged and I've really enjoyed everything about food. And now I feel like somebody's kind of just chipped away a little bit of that positivity. But we'll get there and we'll try a few little bits and pieces and work our way around. The other thing I wanted to let you know is that, unfortunately, it would appear that my hair has started to thin and fall out. So I've had a couple of mornings now where in the shower, there's quite a significant amount of hair that's coming out as I'm putting my fingers through it. I mean, thankfully, you can't really tell at the moment, but I may be getting close to having to make a call as to whether we go for upside down head on pool, or whether we kind of see where we go with just keeping it close to maybe, you know, just a little bit shorter. So watch this space. We could be doing one of those makeover experiences of a before and after. So I'll keep you informed. Well, hopefully we're going to see a little bit more improvement in terms of the just generally how I feel. But I just wanted to give you a quick update. So see you soon.